Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just straight out of Boston here. Today I'm back for episode number 32 of my Tampa Bay Rays Let's Play series here on Out of the Park Baseball 18, and today we're back with the American League Championship Series. The year is 2023, year number 7 of this save, and we are in the ALCS for the third time. So, to recap our postseason appearances, we didn't make the playoffs last year. Previous 3 years, it was World Series, ALDS, and World Series. So we've made the ALCS twice, and each time we've advanced to the World Series. This time we're taking on the Austin Orcas, who defeated the Texas Rangers in the Division Series. So they were a 91-win wildcard team this year. I think they were, I don't know which wildcard team they were, honestly. I guess they were the first wildcard team because they played Houston. And they feature one of the better pitching staffs in the American League, probably right up there with ours. 681 runs against, 751 runs scored. I think were we 680 for runs against? Something, we were like right there with them. Let's see, Tampa, 662. All right, so we were a little bit better than 20 runs. I mean, that's not an insignificant difference, but not a huge one either. I'm looking at Texas here. Don't care about you guys. Y'all lost. Suckers. Here we go. 11th in run scored, as I said. So let's take a look at their lineups. War-wise, Ernesto Adams, 105 WRC+. plus. This is their best bat right here. Narciso Crook, who's got good power, 549 slugging, 135 WRC+. plus. Jonathan Scope, also not a bad bat. He had a good year power-wise for them. A little bit of a bounce-back year for him. Dames, this guy, not Adams, Dames, he's a center fielder, so he's a nice little center fielder for them, 4-1 player. But, you know, lineup not really too impressive to me. Pitching-wise, well, I guess I'll just go starter by starter. Dalton Jeffries and Dan Swift are their top two. These guys aren't really that impressive either, although I guess they both had, well, this guy's been in the minors. Jeffries has been good the last couple years. This year, a bit of a step back for him. Justin Nicolino, he had a nice, solid season for them. Lupe Lara. This is another team. Like, did this team have injuries? Their bullpen is pretty good, though. I can already tell. Backwood, Del Pozo, Tyrell Jenkins. This is definitely a solid bullpen. Colombo. He was their top war guy. Colombo. Only allowed, what, 2 home runs, 3 home runs all year? Let's see. Injury-wise, Andy Beltre, Eric Peterson. Ooh, they were without Giancarlo. That's a tough loss. He was having a down year for them anyway, but still, he's definitely probably better than what they got for a corner outfielder. Greg Auer, that's a good starter for them, and Patrick Weigel. So they're down a couple guys. Probably not as ravaged as Kansas City was, but all right. So we need to take a look at our starters. Who is going to be ready to go and when? Snell and Fido are still both uncertain, and Fisher's 1 to 2 weeks. So we're going to remove Fisher. And I'm going to put Lara on. And, you know, I'm sort of just hoping that one of those starters for me, either Snell or Fido, becomes available magically during the series, which will happen because that's what happens when those guys have uncertain returns. They just come back whenever. You have no idea when. So pretty much have to just hope that one of them comes back. I don't really want to put a De Leon on over anyone else. I mean, Kyle Wright, I think he showed, you know, he deserves another start, so he'll probably get the Game 3 start, and then Lara would go Game 4 if no one else was healthy, and then we'd be going with this bullpen, which is a guy short, but, you know, the way these guys have been going all year, and the way our staff has been pitching, you know, hopefully we won't really need that extra bullpen arm, so. And we have the extra off days in the postseason anyway, so sometimes that last reliever doesn't always get used as much as he would in the regular season. And, you know, thereby isn't as necessary. So, all right, we're going to keep the lineup as is. Urena isn't really playing that well, so I'm not going to move him up over Kiermaier, who has been getting on base at a pretty good clip. It's Chris Sale versus Dan Swift in Game 1 from Tropicana. We do have home field this series. So here we go, game number 1. Sale on the mound. Our ace, our number 1 guy. 2 strikeouts through 3 innings. Austin up 3-0 now, and we are getting no hit. Finally, we get a run. Sale only at 67 pitches. Now we have 2 hits. Sale's pitch count's still in pretty good shape, but he's given up 4 runs now. 95 pitches. Let's just get him out of there. We will go with... let's go with Zach Birdie. Give him an appearance here, since we're still down 3 runs. And maybe he gives us 2 innings if we're still down 3 runs after the 8th. Let's go to runners in scoring position. We do get a couple guys on here with 2 outs. 2-2 counts to Donaldson, who hits one high and deep to left field, and when it comes down, this game is going to be tied. A 3-run home run from Josh Donaldson, and just like that, we are knotted up at 4. A big hit from Donaldson, with Bowers and Bell scoring as well. And wow, look at that. Just like that, 4 runs on 3 hits for Tampa Bay. Now we got to get, well, Birdie's only at 9 pitches, but still probably got to try and get Familia up as soon as possible. And Gillespie now, still with 2 outs, but a chance to maybe push across the winning run if he can get on base here. It would become that go-ahead run, not the winning run anyway, whatever, inning over. A little ambitious, I guess. So here we go, on to the 9th, Juan Soto. And let's put in, yeah, Familia is ready, so let's just put him in. I don't really want to push it with Zach Birdie. We've got all these guys pretty much fully rested and ready to go. And it's already the 9th. We haven't used any of our other setup men yet. So leadoff guy's probably going to walk here. It's a 3-0 count to Juan Soto. Familia second in the league in saves. Ooh, that's actually going to be a base hit. Alright, he was swinging 3-0. Whoops, I don't mean to keep doing this. That is swinging bunt, sack bunt. Alright, guy's in scoring position, so I'll just go batter by batter. Alright, 2 outs. Guy goes to third. It is Diaz up now, Lewin Diaz. And that's a wild pitch. And the go-ahead run scores. Oh, man, that inning came together pretty quickly. I guess it can be that easy for teams sometimes. But there you go. Austin retakes the lead. Familia now in line for the loss. I guess that goes as an earned run since it was his wild pitch. And we've got 6, 7, 8 due up. Rizzo, Kiermaier, and Zunino to face Tyrell Jenkins. And it's going to be a 1-2 count to Rizzo as Jenkins settles in. Jenkins looks like he was a starter for them a little bit this year. 155 innings pitched. And he strikes out Rizzo right there. So now it is Kiermaier's turn with 1 out. Grounding this one to the second baseman in time. On to first. Now Zunino. He strikes out. And that is the ball game. So Austin, just like that, pretty much, that was, I mean, look at that. That's a pretty funny win expectancy chart. I mean, they just took the air right out of us with that run there in the 9th. And I thought after I got that second out, I was going to be in good shape, but the wild pitch, man, killed us. And despite Donaldson's heroic efforts, we lose game 1. So it's going to be Honeywell on the mound game 2. And I'm still going to go no lineup changes, even though I know Bell has kind of been struggling, but you gotta stick with Bell. He's pretty much been one of our best. I guess Gillespie is the guy we can move down since he's been pretty bad since we got him. We can do, yeah, we'll do that actually. We'll hit him 6th. That way we keep it mostly righty-lefty. So here we go, Honeywell on the mound. Game number 2. Kind of an important game for us here. I don't really want to be down 0-2 going back to Austin. So a big game. And also, you know, our 3-4 starters, kind of a question mark, I would say. Definitely more so than Honeywell. And that, you know, should be an edge for us. I think our rotation, especially the front end of our rotation, should be better than theirs. But 6 runs now for Austin. Honeywell struggling. Not good. Lupe Lara on the mound for them. We get 1 back. Honeywell's at 89 pitches. So let's warm up. Who do we warm up? I guess we'll get Michael Givens up. And let's see if Honeywell can give us another inning. 1 out double from Mikey White. Top of the lineup due up. So I'm going to pull the string on Honeywell. Get the hook. So here we go. Givens trying to keep this a 3-run deficit for Tampa Bay. That's a ground out. 2 down. White goes to third. Here comes another wild pitch, I bet. Nope, I'm kidding. Ground ball to the second baseman. Oh, yep, there we go. That is just how this is going for us, I guess. Givens already at 13 pitches. Probably should not leave him in. Should we give Will Smith an inning? I don't think we're going to win this game, so get some of our other guys some work. 12 pitches for Smith. Give us 2 innings, Will. Thank you. Still down 4. Now let's get Robles an inning since he hasn't pitched the last couple of games. Or he didn't pitch game 1, I should say. And still down 4 runs. Offense not doing anything for us. We're going to be down 0-2. And, all right, we got 1 run back. But still, we lose. So we are down 2-0 as the series shifts back to Austin. Offense has been a little bit better than it was. You know, we only averaged 3 runs a game last series. This time it's 4 runs a game. But the pitching has not been nearly as good, especially from our starters. Bullpen has been sound, but other than Familia, really. The starters have have been what's let us down so far, the starting pitchers, that is. So here we go. Series shifts to Austin. Fido makes his return. He is back and healthy and ready to go for game number 3. That is exciting news. Is Snell back too? No, Snell's still uncertain. And Jim Fisher, I guess he's still not. Yeah, we left him off the roster. What am I saying? So here we go. Fido on the mound. That is a big boost to us. So now that allows us to use either Lara or Kyle Wright out of the bullpen. We will see. Lineup. Maybe we got to start thinking about lineup changes. Let's swap Kiermaier and Urias. And swap. We'll move Rizzo up. So we can do this. Maybe Bell second. Although Bell kind of seems like a guy you might want to move down. Maybe hit Donaldson second. Yeah, we'll do that as the lineup. All right, here we go. So Kiermaier, Donaldson, Bowers, Bell, and then you see the rest there. Fido on the mound. Who is he going to be opposed by? It'll be Dalton Jeffries for Austin. He's the guy who was decent the last few years, but not so much this year. Austin has a run on no hits. There they go. They get a hit. We get 3 runs in the 4th. That is huge. Come on, Fido. He's given up 3 walks, 4 walks now actually, but 5 strikeouts and only 2 hits. Probably not sustainable success for Fido. Now 2 runs, 93 pitches. We're going to be very careful. He's going to have a very short hook here in the 6th with the lead at just 1 run. Let's get Birdie and Robles up. And pretty much if one guy gets on, I'm probably going to take him out. That is strike 3 looking, 1 down. It is Diaz up, Diaz. That is going to get through into right field, base hit. So now another lefty due up, Fido at 101 pitches. So his day is going to be done. We're going to go to Birdie here. Try and give us the 6th inning, the rest of the 6th. 2 strikes on Lewin Diaz. Birdie had 101 strikeouts in 78 innings this year. That is a pop fly foul territory. And caught by the catcher, 2 down. Next man up, ground ball. That is in time for the 3rd out, so Birdie gets out of the inning. And we will turn things over to Hansel Robles in the 7th. As we do not score any more runs in the 7th. Bottom half, Robles facing 9-1-2. And he gave up a couple hits there, but no runs come across. Only 11 pitches for him. So we'll get the Young up. As we have 2-3-4 ourselves in the top half of the 8th. But nothing going still. Only the 3 runs. So bullpen's going to have to come through tonight, it appears. To Young on for the 8th facing 4-5-6 in their lineup. But he pitches a clean 8th right there. Only 11 pitches for him. And we're sticking with Familia despite the loss in game number 1. Ooh, and we do give him 2 more runs there in the 9th. So a nice little, some nice insurance. Familia a little bit more of a lead to work with. And he slams the door and we win game 3. So that was definitely a must-win. We cut the series lead in half now. Austin leads 2-1. And the pitching finally comes through. We hold them to 2 runs. Both our starter, Fido, giving us a good performance, and then the bullpen coming through as well. So here we go, on to game number 4. And this is where we decide between, well, unless we want to go sail on 3 days rest, but I don't think I'm going to do that. We decide between Lara and Kyle Wright. And pretty much have both, I mean, you pretty much want to have both these guys ready to go. At this point, you know, they could give you each like 3 innings perhaps. Might be the best way to play it. But, man, I'm kind of leaning towards Lara just because he's been so hot lately. And the stuff rating is actually at a 70 now, despite the low strikeout totals during the regular season. So I think I'm going to go with Lara to start this game. He's definitely looking like a future, at least back-end starter for us. Probably 3, 4, 5 type. But him and Kyle Wright, very solid as pitching depth for us, and coming through in this postseason as Snell still unhealthy, as not pitched since mid-August. He was having another very good year, but he has not been able to come back yet. So Miguel Lara getting the ball. Let's do the same lineup. We're going to go Kiermaier leadoff, Donaldson second, Rizzo, or do we hit Bell? We hit Bell 4th, Bowers 5th. Is this what we did? This seems confusing to me, but I guess this is what we did. It's weird that, well, no, because I do want to keep a righty-lefty. All right, so that's going to be our lineup. I guess we do have back-to-back righties here. We'll get Urias bumped up. So that's our 6, 7, 8. So here we go. Miguel Lara on the mound to face off against Justin Nicolino in Game 4. Another game where it's going to be tough to come back if we do lose this one, because 3-1, that is certainly backs against the wall, and Lara not pitching effectively so far. So we got to get Kyle right up immediately. Don't want to mess around too much further here. Already down, what is it, 4-1 right now, 4-2. We did get 1 run back in that inning. And we're facing 3-4-5, so very short hook for this man. A nice diving catch by the shortstop, Urena. He has been playing a very sound shortstop for us this entire second half. And here we go. Maybe Lara settling in a little bit. So a little bit of loud contact there, but that's a ground out. So the game remains a 4-2 lead in favor of Austin. On to the 4th. Nothing going there. Lara, let's just keep going batter by batter. Give him that short hook, as he's starting to pile up the strikeouts now. A couple guys go down via the strikeout there, and then this is a pop fly, shallow center. Looks like the shortstop Urena there to make the play. Another solid inning for Lara. On to the 5th we go. Still nothing for Tampa Bay. And let's just keep going batter by batter. That is a deep fly to right center. Maybe playable for Bell. He makes the play. And I really got to sit down. Kyle Wright, I know he's going to be tiring. Should not have been leaving him warming up that whole time. Let's get Birdie up just in case for the rest of this inning. But Lara, I can't remember the last time Lara let a guy get on base. He has been dialed in ever since those first couple innings. Another 1-2-3 inning out of Miguel Lara. So we head to the 6th. Still down by 2 runs. And just the 3 hits for Lara, and only 2 earned runs. So maybe Lara just getting a little bit unlucky there early on. Potentially should have had more faith in him. Kiermaier ripping this one to right, and that gets down for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Kevin Kiermaier. As we get to the top part of our lineup, Josh Donaldson up. He's bunting perhaps, or I don't know what that was. Looks like just a soft ground out. And that is going to get the man up to second. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a bunt play, but that was weird. Rizzo up. He hits one well to right field. That's going to get down and go up against the wall. Rizzo heading for 2, and it's an RBI double. And the lead is trimmed to 1 now, as it is a 4-3 ball game. Josh Bell up next. He has struggled this postseason. Hard ground ball to first base, but he will be retired. 2 down for Jake Bowers. He is going to pop one up. Third baseman and the shortstop are both there, and that is going to be the 3rd and final out. We do get 1 back, as now it is a 4-3 ball game. Lara will continue to let him go. This looks like it's going to be the first base runner for Austin in a while. And let's get Birdie back up. Lara has earned himself a little bit of a longer hook now, but still, I want to be careful. 2-strike pitch. That ball softly fly to left field. That's going to get down. So 2 guys reach here. Matt Chapman now up to face Lara. 3 balls. That's a soft ground ball. Got to get at least 1 out here. And we do. Fielder's choice as the throw into second. Now it is Diaz. 78 pitches for Lara. Really need a strikeout. Do we pitch around maybe? Guess we'll try that. Maybe he gets the strikeout. There's a 1-1 count. That ball ripped to left field. It's going to be caught, but the runner will tag. And another run scores for Austin, now 5-3. And ooh, looks like Bowers got hurt on the play. A little back stiffness, so he'll have to be removed for the rest of the game. Ramiro Rodriguez will take over in left. And let's just go with Zach Birdie. Might as well use him now. And I'm just going to go half inning. So down by a pair of runs now as we move to the 7th. We do get a 2-out double from Zunino. It's Urena with a chance to get the lead back to 1. That is a base hit. Zunino, oh man, I feel like I have to send him. Kiermaier on deck. They still have the lefty in. I'm sending him. Screw it. We have to be aggressive, take a chance, and he will score. All right. So despite him being a slow runner and Cook having a great arm, Zunino scores on the play. And also Urena moves up to second, so the tying run now into scoring position. And they take out the lefty. They bring in Tyrell Jenkins to face Kiermaier. Kiermaier grounds 1. That should be good enough for the 3rd out. And it is, so we get the lead back down to 1 now. Still, it's a 5-4 game. We head to the bottom half of the 7th. Birdie did take him 11 pitches to get out of that inning, so maybe we get Robles up at least. Or maybe even just get the Young up, cut out Robles, and maybe give the Young 4 or 5 outs this game. Potentially, if you could do it efficiently. But let's go batter by batter. Cal Conley, soft ground ball. And he's going to be safe. Oh my god. I know that Conley's fast, but that was a... Oh man, Urias. Yikes. Alright, Rosario, that is going to be into center field. Conley staying at second. Now we definitely have to get Robles in. Hopefully he can get out of this inning unscathed. We'll see. A couple guys on here, no outs. That's a soft ground ball, maybe a bunt. Yeah, sack bunt. So 2nd and 3rd now for Narcisco Crook. Definitely have to pitch around him. honestly would even consider intentionally. I'm just gonna intentionally walk him. Set up the double play. If he's like, if this guy scores, we're gonna be down 3. The difference between a 3 and 4 run lead, not huge. We really need to keep this run from getting in. So if we can get a double play ball, that was a double play ball, but whoa, he just takes the fielder's choice, so the run scores. Don't know what that was about, and that's a base hit. That's gonna score another run, so it's gonna be 7-4. Oh, yikes, this game's getting away from us now. Diaz, that's a hard ground ball into right field. 8-4 is the score now. The intentional walk comes back to bite us as that man comes around and scores. Let's get DeYoung in, try to get out of the inning. Still 8-4. DeYoung gives us the 8th, on to the 9th, and we lose 8-4, so we are down 3 games to 1 in the series. Game 5, Chris Sale will be back on the mound. I don't think we've ever been down 3 games to 1 in a series before, so our backs are against the wall. We've had, a decent success rate in 7-game series. We've lost 2 World Series, but we've won 2 championship series, so I think both those World Series... I actually don't... of course, I remember how the Dodgers World Series went. I don't remember how the last one went, to be honest. But anyway, here we go. Chris Sale is going to be on the mound. Do we even... I don't know, man. Should we even bother with the lineup changes? Probably should. The way some guys are going right now versus others. Donaldson hits second. Then let's just do Rizzo third, Bowers fourth, Bell fifth. Just go with the hot hand at the top. The hot hands. And that will be our lineup. All right, Chris Sale. With the 4.15 ERA this postseason, hopefully he can improve upon that here today. We're going to need a big performance out of him to try and win one more game in Austin and send the series back to Tampa Bay, as we are knotted up at 1 so far, a pitcher's duel. Dan Swift is the Austin starter. I keep wanting to say Oakland, but anyway, Sale only had 69 pitches. Both starters really cruising, but there we go. Austin takes the lead in the 7th. So Austin only 6 outs away now from advancing to the World Series. We need base runners. Casey Gillespie to face Nolan Blackwood coming out of the Austin bullpen. And that is strike 3 swinging. 1 down for Luis Urias. Strike 3 swinging himself, or Urena now. He hits one well to right field, but this is going to be playable for the right fielder and caught for the 3rd out. So we will head to the bottom half now. Austin still up by a run, and Sale gives up one more. A solo home run to Matt Chapman, of course. He's got a couple lefties up here. Can he just get this guy? He cannot. All right, he's got one more batter in him, I hope. Yeah, he strikes out Diaz. All right, so 7 strikeouts, 3-1 now. We need a couple runs. We do have the top part of the lineup up, and Blackwood is still out there for his 2nd inning work. Kiermaier hitting one to left center. That's going to get down. Extra bases for Kiermaier, as he has himself a leadoff double. That will bring the tying run to the plate. So let's get someone up in the bullpen in case we do send this to the bottom of the 9th. So here we go. Donaldson up. He can tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, and he hits one well to left field. That ball is deep and gone. Josh Donaldson saves the season for now. A 2-run home run ties the game. His 2nd big home run of the postseason. And there we go. A tie game at 3 apiece. Rizzo to face Blackwood now. The momentum on our side. But Rizzo strikes out swinging. Bowers now. He hits one to left center field. This one well struck, but it is caught by the left fielder. Nice running catch by Soto. And now Bell popping one up to the shortstop, and that will be caught for the 3rd out. But we do tie the game, send it to the bottom half of the 9th now. Austin with a chance for a walk-off. That would be a dramatic way to punch your ticket to the World Series. Familia on. We did have a couple lefties up there, so could have left Salen potentially for 1 or 2 more batters, but we'll go with Familia here, as he should have no problem handling these guys and sending this game to the 10th. Lewin Diaz now popping one up. That will be caught. 2 down for the number 9 man, Cal Conley. And Conley continues to give us fits. That's a base hit. So a man on for Ernesto Adames. This ball grounded, but that will be retired as we get the fielder's choice. Adames pretty fast, so that was a little bit of a risky play, but we do go to 2nd instead. So we get the out. On to the 10th we go, as we have forced extra innings. Familia at 16 pitches. Let's see. We've already burned a little bit of our bullpen here, so maybe we extend Familia a bit, as we do have the off day no matter what coming up tomorrow. So Miguel Del Pozo on. Del Pozo for Austin. as he tries to keep this a tie game in the top half of the 10th. And he does just that. That's going to be a 1-2-3 10th. So Familia is going to be on for his second inning of work now, facing Max Schrock. And he gets hit by the pitch on the 1-2 count. That is unfortunate. Now Narcisco Crook. We're not going to get the double play. It's going to be an infield hit. Tough play for Urena. We got no one. And we got to stick with Familia. I really don't want to go to anyone else in the bullpen. Ooh, can we get a double play? Yes, we can. So the winning run goes to third, but we have 2 outs in the inning now. And it is Juan Soto at the dish. Let's get Will Smith, the lefty, up, and we're going to pitch around this guy. We have no reason to give this guy anything to hit with 2 bases open, and he strikes out swinging. All right, so Familia gets out of the jam, and I'm still going to put Will Smith in next inning because they still have 3 more lefties up, so it's a good time to use him. Here we go, Urena. He is going to strike out swinging. Now we get back to the top part of the lineup. Kiermaier, he hits one to center, and that is going to be caught. Good play by the center fielder at Dames. Donaldson up 0-2. He grounds out. On to the bottom half. The 11th still tied. And we are going to turn things over to Will Smith. He's got 3 lefties due up. And whoopsie-daisies, probably. Well, whatever. All right, so 2 guys on now. We need a strikeout. I guess I can consider walking this guy and loading the bases, but that just gets them closer to the top part of the lineup, so I don't know how much I want to do that. Maybe I go with Michael Givens. I don't know. I guess let's do pitch around. Maybe he gets the strikeout. He's got 2 strikes on him. And that is going to end our season. A walk-off base hit for Lumen Diaz. He scores Isan Diaz, and Austin eliminates the Tampa Bay Rays. So we fall in the American League Championship Series 4-1. A disappointing effort from us. I thought we were the better team than Austin, but they proved to be superior, at least in these 5 games, beating us relatively handily. A few close games, but, you know, their wins. They had a 3-run win and a 4-run win, and then 1-run wins. That is kind of a tongue twister for you, boy. And let's just see what the World Series is going to be. It's Atlanta and New York battling it out in the National League, the 298-win NL East teams. And either one would have been a tough matchup for us had we advanced to the World Series. But alas, it will not be our 3rd trip in 5 years. It's going to be Austin versus Atlanta. So you guys will find out what happens in that series in the offseason. But until then, that's going to do it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'm out. Peace.